Hello guys, Lit here. So this video will be a guide for Atziri Temple. I've been playing around with it for several days and I get all the information that I can, organize, simplify them, and basically compact all of them into this video. So hopefully this video can help you build your temple, because well-built temple is really profitable. And I'm also thinking about zero to hero on Atziri Temple. So basically I begin the temple from scratch. So I basically just remove all of this and begin from scratch. And we build up until we have a proper temple. I don't know if that will be interesting, so let me know in the comment if you guys interested in that. Anyway, first let's begin on the Atziri rushing, because that is pretty easy to explain. So for Atziri rushing, you want to build a road directly to Architect Chamber. When you defeat the Architect, you will have access to Sacrificial Chamber. For example, let's say that this is a Sacrificial Chamber. And then what you need to do is build a road to Sacrificial Chamber and then a road to Atziri. And that way you can get access to Atziri. So that's basically about the Atziri rushing. And next, let's proceed on the rest of the temple. So I made this cheat sheet, basically containing all the information that you need to build a temple, like what rooms connected to what rooms, how you upgrade the rooms, and what is the reward. Some rooms have high chances to give you advanced medallion. Some rooms give you a fixed reward, like this one is give you Catalyst Corruptions, this one give you Architect Orbs and all that stuff. The cheat sheet will be available on the descriptions. I will put a link there. So let's talk a little bit about this cheat sheet. The first thing is, the bottom part here is mostly about the fixed reward. Thaumaturgy give you Catalyst Corruptions, Alchemy give you a Core Destabilizer, and Corruption give you Architect Orbs, and of course Sacrificial Altars will give you Fall Cultivation Orbs. Now, the Altar Sacrifice is pretty rare, and the Fall Cultivation Orb is the most expensive one. But I think you can only have one on the entire temple. The only exception is just a generator. The generator doesn't give you anything. It powered up other rooms. There is other rooms that only able to be upgraded by generator, which is this chest and this column work. The problem with the upgrade from the generator is it's pretty hard to build, because in a sense you have to begin from generator. And then you go for Altar Corruptions and this one and this one. It's pretty hard to do that because you have to have all the pieces in place. And the only room that are interested on tier 3, which is basically all these reward is based on tier 3. The tier 3 Golem Work will give you high chance of upgrade medallions. Upgrade medallion is the medallion that you can use to upgrade your rooms. As far as I run the temple, it's really not that rare. So because the setup is pretty hard to set up with the generator, and you have to combine them with column work, and you have to protect them with smithy, I tend to ignore this part because, like I said, it's pretty hard to build. So one combination that I think will be very important in every temple you build, you want to have like at least one of this. This will be like guarantee 1.5 divine per temple. And then you have to choose between two of this. Personally, I like the corruptions more, not because of the reward, but because of the effect that it gives. It gives 60% chance for the random monster to have extra modifier. And extra modifier just means extra quantity and rarity. I think the corruption is a lot more valuable than the thaumaturgy. So ideally you want to build corruption chamber, sacrificial altar, and then corruption chamber again, and then you go with thaumaturgy effect, and then alchemy orbs. Then we going to go to Armory. This is basically the catalyst, or like the bridge between these three groups. After you have the Armory basically can branch you to whatever group you want to go. So that's for the bottom groups. This group we already explained. The most enticing reward is just the upgrade medallion. And this part of the group is mostly about buff. So for example, this one gives you monster pack, this one gives you more rare monster, this one gives you rare monster effectiveness, this one gives you magic monster, and this one gives you EXP. The only exception is these two. I mean, this one also gives 40% effectiveness. This one also gives like 30% increased effect of garrison commander and armor and all that stuff. But the important part from this room and this room is actually the reward. Like this is the Flash Crafter. This is going to give you the limb upgrade. And it also have a high chance for advanced medallion, so that's really nice. And the Spy Master is really important because it gives a really good medallion. It basically gives a medallion that prevent rooms from collapsing on destabilization. So whenever you close your temple, some of your room will be gone, and if it hits a room that have this medallion, the room will stay. So this is really important in maintaining your rooms. So that's also the reason why you want to build a temple in chain like this instead of branching out, because if it's in chain like this, the only room that can be removed is this room and maybe this room. So every time you close your room, you will lose like 2 to 4 rooms, something like that. And it can go in chain. So technically speaking, you can lose like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's possible. The worst that happens to me is 3. So for example, I have this 3 over here. It's basically like the corruptions and thaumaturgy and alchemy. And there is one time that it just erased 3 of them. So it is possible to go that deep. But if everything is in chain, if you lock the one on the end, every time it hit this room, it will stay. So every single rooms on this chain will be protected. So that's why you build the temple in chain like this. So that's the reason why Spy Master is really, really important. And I think this probably, I have to explain this a little bit. The way you upgrade the Spy Master is by assassinate other Spy Master. So for example, like this Spy Master, I have level 1. So if I get another Spy Master, I can put it here. And after I run the room and close the temple, this room will be gone and it will upgrade this room. And then for the last upgrade, you can use the medallion to upgrade it to tier 3. And that's how I get the tier 3 Spy Master over here. This is a bit confusing because the game not really explaining how it works. It just said that can assassinate other Spy Master. So the next one is this 2 barrack over here. So this 2 barrack is pretty special. The Legion barrack is the best, I think. But how you can get this barrack is by putting the garrison directly to the Spy Master. So when you put the garrisons directly to the Spy Master, it will transform into Legion Barrack. And Legion Barrack is really, really good, in my opinion, because it gives you a lot of rare monster, and it also gives you high chance of medallion. So that's basically the cheat sheet. I think I put everything here. Next, let's talk about the strategy that I think will be good. So I think the best way to build the temple is by going for rare monster. I mean, rare monster just by itself is already drop you more stuff. And there is a multiple way to buff the rare monster. The first one is using the corruptions, and that's the reason why I like them. Basically, you can get extra modifier for the rare monster. And then you can increase the number of the rare monster by using Legion Barrack. Basically, you just build Spy Master and this in chain. And then the last one, you can increase the effectiveness by using Commander. So you basically have the amount of rare monster, you have the quantity, and you have also extra modifier. So I think on the end game, this is probably the strongest one. So I think building the temple around the corruptions, Spy Master, Legion Master, and Commander probably is the way to go. And the last one is how you run the maps. In my case, I really just want to do the temple. So what I do is basically I take bunch of maps and I just take the alchemy orbs. I just alchemy all of them and just go. I don't really put anything else into it. Just because I want to finish the map as fast as possible. And that's the reason why I also get like the speed note over here. So I just want to really go fast. I think my map is around like 1 minute to 2 minutes. 2 minutes is topped. Some of them is even like below 1 minute if the layout is really nice. But so that's basically what I do to get the energy as fast as possible. And for the temple building itself, in my case, I built everything on the middle. This is probably a mistake. I think the best way is to like go on the side. So one of them is like the Spy Master. You begin from there and you just extend out. And the other one you begin from corruptions, auto sacrifice, and you begin out again. And the reason why in the middle is really good because you can build roads. So every single rooms that do not protected, basically included in the pool that going to be removed when you close the map. So for example, like these rooms is at the end, nothing protected it. These rooms at the end, nothing protected it. This room and this room and this room is also the same. It's also the same with this room. So when I close the temple, it will choose between this, and this. And that's why having the road in the middle kind of nice because you can build bunch of road in the middle, and that's also going to be included in the pool that what's going to be removed, and that basically reduce the chance for your room to be get removed, like the room that you want. So I think that's all the information that I have. The temple itself is not complicated per se. I mean, it is a lot of informations, but once you understand it, it's not that complicated. Building it, however, is going to take time. Like it takes me around like 10 to 20 temple for me to get to this point, and most of them is wasted on like this bloody room over here. This is the sacrificial rooms because it is pretty rare to get. So for a while I just basically like keep running the map and closing the map until I get this room, and that I think is probably the most problematic part on the building itself. But building everything else is, I don't think it's that complicated. You do want to rush a room that have a high chance to give you medallion. For example, like this one, this one, and then like this one, and also this one. And I think also some of them like Thaumaturgy also give you high chance of medallion, and of course the Arta Sacrifice also give you high chance of medallion. So rushing for a room that's going to give you medallion, I think is really really important, because the medallion going to really really help you to build the temple a lot faster. So yeah, I think that's it from me. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it. Once again, the cheat sheet will be available on the descriptions. So thank you everyone for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one.